Hey, good morning, everybody. I was looking through Cesium in their user forum this morning, and Cesium has started integrating AI into both their sandcastle, and it turns out they're building a model context protocol so that AIs can use the Cesium viewer, or more to the point right now, control the Cesium viewer as well. And it looks like they started releasing code for the model context protocol yesterday. And so I think this is pretty cool. If you were looking for a place to walk through development of an MCP, this looks like a great starting point to me. And so you can see that the project is here. I'll put these links, a lot of links, in the comments. But the MCP code repo starts here. That's the client. It's kind of cool because the example they have right now controls camera view, and so you can see here we're actually registering tools for the MCP, and there's camera flight 2. Um, we go one step further in, and you can see here where the actual method call is defined. They have defined different types in this file. You'll notice in a lot of places in the code they reference schemas. And the schemas are defined here. And again, I'll put links in the comments. But it's really cool to see that there's an open source project. If you're interested in CCM, I think this is a great way to get started, and it's fairly easy to start to walk through the implementation of the MCP. And there's also an example app. And then the final thing that I thought was kind of cool that I noticed is there are a few different communication protocols for the MCP server, and one of them is WebSockets, and I've been working here with WebSockets to do Morse code video games for Android phones and to control our ham radio for a while, so this is going to be fun to look at. I assume it might be for Unreal implementations, or it might be handy there for video games. But it's cool to see it here. CCM is asking for feedback on all of this stuff as well. That's kind of how I just kind of wandered into it. They're working on building a AI kind of co-pilot idea in Visual Studio. And I'll put these links down. They'd like feedback and help on how to define that and what's useful and what isn't. They are working on building a context 7 server so that the rest of the AI code development has fewer hallucinations. I haven't run into a whole lot of hallucination problems developing CCM code, but the idea here is that Context 7 would help reduce that. And so that's kind of also a really cool thing to look into and see what it does. And then the final thing is as far as doing a native AI copilot, they've been asking for feedback for that for the last couple of months. And this at this point has kind of or slowly but surely filtering into the Visual Studio code extension. So anyway, just some really cool stuff that just started to turn up yesterday, which would be February 10th for people in the future, about this model context protocol for controlling the CCM viewer, and that is open source. All right. Have a good morning, everybody.